Well done. You are welcome to the video. In this video, we shall be talking about logarithmic equation. In our previous video, we talked about the laws of logarithm and how to use the laws of logarithm to simplify, to evaluate numbers. So in this video, our interest is to look at how to solve logarithmic equation. At the end of this lesson, students should be able to solve simple logarithmic equations. So this is our stated objective. So watching this video, what you are expected to achieve is to be able to solve simple logarithmic equation. I remain your mathematics instructor. I'm Abdullah Falade. Now let's move on. We are trying to solve simple logarithmic equation. If you are watching this channel for the first time, do not forget to press the subscribe button, press like, share on your social media platform, and drop your comment. If you have any topic of interest, kindly drop it at the comment section so that I can produce video on that. Now let's back to the business. We are trying to solve a simple logarithmic equation. The first example: solve for x. Log x plus 5 base 2 minus log 2x minus 1 base 2 equals 5. How do we solve this equation? It is a logarithmic equation for two reasons. One, it involves logarithm. You can see the log. Two, there is equality sign. That's what qualifies this to be a logarithmic equation. So in a nutshell, a logarithmic equation is an equation that contains logarithm and equality sign. How do you solve this? The step one. The first step in solving simple logarithmic equation is to apply law of logarithm, which we have treated in the previous video. Please kindly check through the playlist and go through the video on laws of logarithm. Now, by the time we apply laws of logarithm, in this case, this is minus sign. It means you are going to divide the power. You are going to divide log x plus 5 divided by 2x minus 1 base 2 equals 5. The next step is for you to apply the definition of logarithm. Do not forget that we have stated in the previous video, during the course of explaining what logarithm is, we define logarithm that the logarithm of a number b, the logarithm of a number p to base x equals y implies that this number p equals to the power x raised to power y. So the logarithm of a number to base x is the power in which is being raised, and that's what we mean by p equals x raised to power y. So we are going to apply this definition of logarithm to the result we get from step 1. So by doing so, we have x plus 5 divided by 2x minus 1 equals 2 raised to power 5. And from here, you can cross multiply. 2 raised to power 5 is 32. And that's why we have x plus 5 is equals to 32 open bracket 2x minus 1. And by the time you solve this simple equation, you get x to be equals to 37 over 63. And you can check whether this result is valid by substituting x is equals to 37 over 63 into this logarithmic equation. And I can assure you that you will get the result to be equals to 5, which is what we have at the right hand side. So in a simple language, whenever you are trying to solve a simple logarithmic equation, two steps are sacrosanct. The first step is to apply law of logarithm. The second step is to apply definition of logarithm. And you can now solve the resulting simple equation, as the case may be. Let's look at another example. In this example, given that logarithm of 4 raised to power 2x base 2 minus log of 27 raised to power x minus 1 base 3 is equals to 2, find x. So how do you solve this? So the first step, like I've said earlier, is to express the given in the family of powers. Because in this case, we need to express it in the family of, yes, we need to express it because we are not having something of the same base. This is log 2, this is log 3. So we need to express what we have here in the family of its power. So in this case, this is base 2. We can express 4 as 2 raised to power 2. And we can express 27 as 3 raised to power 3. So here now we can now have log base 2, 2 raised to power 2 open bracket 2x minus log 3 raised to power 3x minus 1 close the bracket base 3 equals to 2. And from here we can apply the law of logarithm. When you apply the law of logarithm, do not forget that the power here can come down and we have 4x. 4x log 2 base 2 minus 3 raised to power x minus 1 log 3 base 3 equals to 2. And you can see that here. So doing this now, you can now apply the concept that logarithm of number to the same base is equals to 1. So sometimes we call it logarithm of the same base. That's log 2 base 2 is 1 and log 3 base 3 is 1. And you are left with a simple equation. And the third step now is for you to solve this simple equation. And by the time you solve the simple equation, you have your value x to be equals to minus 1. And do not forget, log 2 base 2 is equals to 1 and log 3 base 3 also equals 1. So this is very simple approach to solving a logarithmic equation. You can observe that in the first example, we applied the law of logarithm followed by the definition of logarithm. But in this case of second example, the first thing is we need to express the given as the family of powers given, like a respective power. So here we observe that the base is 2. We need to express 4 as 2 raised to power 2. And that's what we did. The same thing here. So we cannot apply law of logarithm direct here because it is not of the same base. So we have to think of another way to go about it. So that's how we have what we have here. And in the end, we get a value x to be equals to minus 1. And you can substitute that value here to validate whether truly this is equals to the right hand side, which we have to. And I can assure you that when you do that, you will get the results. So I think you've learned something now out of this. So let's look at another example. In this example, we have determine y. If log 27 base y is equals to 3 plus log 8 base y. How do we go about this? How do we go about the solution? The first test is to express it in the family of powers. So I can express 27 as 3 raised to power 3. And I can also express 8 as 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3. Don't forget, I try to collect the like times. Those are such that the logarithmic parts will be together. That's why we have log 3 raised to power 3 base y minus log 2 raised to power 3 base y, because they have the same base. That's why I try to collect the like terms and try to express them in the family of powers respectively. So the second step you need to apply when you have this kind of question is to apply a law of logarithm because they have the same base. And by doing that, we have 3 raised to power 3 divided by 2 raised to power 3 base y. Log 3 raised to power 3 divided by 2 raised to power 3 base y equals to 3. And by the definition of logarithm, you can write y raised to power 3. By the definition, you have y raised to power 3 equals to 3 raised to power 3 divided by 2 raised to power 3, which implies when you take the cube root of both sides, you have your y to be equals to 3 raised to power 2. So the solution y, which we need to determine, is 3 raised to power 2, which can further be simplified as one whole number 1 over 3. So I hope you have learned something new in this video, and I know that when you are given any questions that involve solving logarithmic equation, you'll be able to do so by following the steps. If it requires you to apply law of logarithm, apply. If it requires you to apply definition of logarithm, apply. and you solve the simple equation that comes out of the simplification. So, exercise. Solve the following. The first question is log x minus 2 base 10 minus log 2x minus 3 base 10 is equals to log 2 base 10. So you need to find the value of x. So the first example can assist you to solve this, whereby you have log x minus 2 divided by 2x minus 3 base 10 equals to log 2 base 10, and the log 10 can cancel out, and you have a simple equation which you need to solve to get the value of x. So we have the second question also. You use your definition of logarithm and you get the value of x. And the third one, you also need to find the value of x by applying the so-called the knowledge of exponential equation. So by the time you apply the exponential equation, you'll be able to get the value of x from that concept. So which I think that will make it easier for you to get what you really want to get. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Press like, share and subscribe if you haven't done that. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Thanks.